Hey everyone, this is another video about the modded joystick I've done. This one is a MadCatz TE for Xbox 360, and as you can see it was customized with a custom panel to be an hitbox. Inside there the Brook Universal Fighting Board, and it makes the joystick compatible with the PS4, PS3, Xbox 360 and Xbox One. So let's see how it was built. What do you need? You need, of course, the Brook Universal board, the front panel from the TE. You can totally solder directly the wires between the two boards, but I prefer to use the GST connector. You've got a bunch of them. You've got 4 pins, 2.54 millimeter. You got 5 pins, 2 millimeter. Here we've got 6 pin, 2 millimeters, 7 pin if you need it. Also, I'm going to use the header connector to link to the small board where all the buttons are plugged inside the MadCatz. So I will need a connector, something like, wait for it, something like this. It's a 20 pins, 2.54 spacing row, and it's fitting like this. So you can totally use the terminal, but I want a clean ribbon cable, so I will need the crimp connector and of course the flat ribbon. And on the other side I will use a GST connector and plug into the small board. And also you will need an USB-B connector to power the board, and I could use a GST connector, but it's way easier to reuse the USB cable already inside the stick. Here's how to wire the front panel and the USB. First you need a plus 5 volt and a ground. You can use those from the terminals or from the G9 connector. Then you wire the D3, D4, D5 and D6 to P1, P2, P3 and P4 from the G5 connector. Those are the player LED. The X guide for the home button. Then link the turbo button to the TB key from the G8 connector. You can use any of the old turbo LED you want for the TB LED. I will use the A. And finally, link the L stick and R stick to the pin 1 and 4 from the G7 connector, which are respectively LS and RS. The pin 2 and 3 are the ground and we don't need them. One last word about the key ground. It's the additional ground needed by the lock switch and used for the home and turbo button from the front panel. If you have that, the connector of the other button have an additional pin to share this ground with the start and select button. I found this on a round 2 version of the MadCatz TE. I am in the middle of the wiring, but before reputting the frame, I wanted to show you that I will need to add another type of support for the Brook board, because the original stands are fitting with the hole. And I will also want to illustrate what I was saying. I'm gonna zoom. So this is a TE round 1, and as you can see I have 5 pins and 6 pins. And if you compare with the TE Soul Edition, you see that I have 2 6 pins. This is the same as the round 1. So zoom. So on the TE round 1, when you're using the lock switch here, you don't have the additional pin, which is the key ground, and it's matching with the 6 pin which control the start and the select button. This is why the Cerberus mode is not working with the pre-assembled version, because if you compare the PCB from the round 2, you can see I have 6 pin, and if you compare with the PCB of the round 1, you will see that there's a missing pin. But it doesn't matter, you can totally do the mod by wiring the partial connector version. Okay, so I temporarily plugged the board to update the firmware. I've got mainly all the cable done. So here we've got the main ribbon to the buttons. We got the LS DPRS switch. Here we've got the player LEDs, and here we've got the turbo key and turbo LED. Everything is linked to the front panel. As you can see, we have all the players LEDs lit. So that means we are in the Xbox One mode. So yeah, we're pretty close to finish. So just before closing, I want to show you the small adapter I've made quickly on a photo board. Since the hitbox is using a classic button, I need the quick connect plugs, and I come up with a solution like that, so I can plug my buttons, but I can revert it and use the connector to a GLF. A bit of company here. I've bought the metal plate and the plexiglass on our card forge, and a few things went wrong. First, the metal plate 3 hole for the fixing, not drilled completely. Nothing blocking, but the guy from MadCatz forge should have checked that before shipping the metal plate. The second thing is the plexiglass is a bit too thick, and combined with the metal plate, the whole thing is too thick for let the button sitting properly. I first made the artwork on the cardboard, then I realized it won't work, so I just put it on paper. Even like that, the buttons don't click when you put them.